Thank you so much, Ms. Margaret. I think that paints a clear picture. No coal here. We don't want it. Next up, we have Igor Tregut, who is the chair of the Northern Alameda County Group for Sierra Club. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Bartlett. You're always such a tough act to follow. Thank you, everyone, for showing up today. I was born in Ukraine. Every day, I see the devastation of what billions of dollars in the fossil fuels industry can do to the country and the people that I have lived with that are still there. Now, fossil fuels are trying to come back to Oakland to the tune of $600 million, $600,000, but it feels like million. That's another zero among not our friends. Thank you to our first responders. So, we are here today standing up once again against big money. We have won fire attempts in the past for those who do not share our values or Oakland's values to buy themselves seats on the city council. And now we have to do it again. I believe that the power of the people is stronger than the power of money interests. And we have to be clear. We have to continue to be clear. No coal, not now, not ever. Particularly in the Port of Oakland, one of the most heavily impacted parts of Alameda County, with the highest asthma rates, with other public health impacts. Why would we put more fossil fuels? Why would we store and handle more fossil fuels with coal dust in one of the most heavily impacted communities, making it harder for our kids to go to school, making it harder for us to go to work, for us to go to our places of worship, for us to be part of our community. Together, we are going to fight back. The Sierra Club will be standing with you every step of the way. I'd like to do a little chant. It's going to be a rhetorical question. It's not going to be a rhetorical question. I'm going to ask you, what do we do? You're going to say, stand up, fight back. When our Oakland community is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When clean air is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When public health is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Who's down?
Our town.
Who's down?
Our town.
No call, not now, not ever. All power to the people.
Thank you so much for that, Igor. Next up, we have Julia Dowell from SF Baykeeper.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Julia Dowell, and I'm with San Francisco Baykeeper. We are a proud supporter of no coal in Oakland and have worked to fight coal around the Bay Area for decades due to its many negative impacts on human health and the environment. The impacts of coal are substantial. We know that when you load coal onto ships, coal dust can drift into nearby neighborhoods. Our allies from Richmond and West Oakland can attest to that and how unjust it is to heap more environmental burdens on the residents there. Coal dust also spills into the bay, where it can cause a whole range of other problems. Pollutants from coal, including polyaromatic hydrocarbons, dioxins, heavy metals such as mercury, lead, arsenic, and uranium, have been shown to be toxic to people, animals, and plants, even at low concentrations. This toxicity leads to reduced growth rates and spawning success in fish, as well as fish mortality. Not only does it poison aquatic life, but it goes all the way up the food chain, and it poisons birds and mammals that feed on them, including subsistence fishers around the bay. These pollutants are already found at dangerous levels near the Oakland Army base, and a coal terminal would compound these negative impacts on human and environmental health. We know that the pressure is high on the West Coast to accommodate coal exports overseas, as others have said. We have seen these developers lie to community members and try to sneak a dirty, polluting coal terminal into an already overburdened neighborhood. We have fought numerous existing and proposed terminals around the bay, and we have won. These developers aren't going to stop fighting for coal in Oakland, so we can't stop fighting either. There's no place for coal in Oakland or anywhere around the bay. Thank you, and thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Julia. It really is kind of a connected system working together on this. Next up, we have three amazing youth with Youth versus Apocalypse. They have been visionary leaders in this. They have been holding it down. They made this banner. We have Tony, Sheila, and Marlene. Please.
Hi everybody, my name is Marleja. I'm with the nonprofit Youth versus Apocalypse. I've been working with Youth versus Apocalypse for a while now, but recently we've been working with other different people inside our communities, other different coalitions working towards what we all want, which is climate change and the betterment of our community. Time and time again, we have seen profit been put over people, especially people of color and people inside low-income neighborhoods. And just recently, profit has been trying to be put over the youth inside of my community, which is the community of Oakland, California. And we see it time and time again how the youth and how people of color and people inside low-income communities are somehow always the common denominator of things that are bad. Like the previous speakers before me said, having coal inside Oakland will just add on to the problems that the youth are already experiencing, that we already face day to day, whether it be with transportation, having somewhere to lay your head at night, problems that we have that coal will just add on to and just make it so much worse. Like, not only is this movement to say stand with us, stand with our community, but to also stand with you, make sure that we have the necessities that we need for our day-to-day life, to be able to go to school, to be able to go to college, to be able to get to where we need to go in life. So not only are we asking you to stand with the youth, we're asking you to stand with your community. Thank you. Go Soul!
Hey y'all, I'm Tony. I'm a part of okay. Yeah. I don't really know what to say, but I will say this: I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting and protesting to live. Like we have to protest and scream and yell in order to live, in order for them to hear us, which I'm tired of. Like it's bad enough that I'm black and I'm targeted every day because of my skin color. I'm tired of it. And like it's so sad. And because I'm oh my gosh, she can speak for herself. You can say your own. I can't do it. Okay. I'm tired of it, really. But let me not get emotional. Thank you. With this call, where they're putting it is near family of mine. I have friends and family who have asthma and who are dying because of it, and it's sad, really. And I'm tired of it. I'm just saying that. But that's all I gotta say right now. But I will pass it on.
Hi, my name is Shayla. I am also from Apocalypse. I just want to say that all this is wrong, right? We want a future. My family, my friends want a future. And people who are getting our lives in danger don't think about how our lives are in danger, right? I have asthma. It's so hard for me to live with asthma. Having a inhaler with me all the time is so stressful. They don't think they're not in our shoes, knowing how hard it is to be running and then getting tired and maybe thinking, oh, something bad might happen to me, right? And if they would know that, then they would realize that they don't. They don't care about us. They don't care about our lives. We are here to fight no matter what. We are here to say that we have a voice, we have a future to fight for. We need everybody to be together, to live a life where there's no danger. they're putting our lives in danger. They're putting your lives in danger, which is not good. And I have siblings, family members who have the same issue as me, as well, right? And I see them every day thinking to myself, why is this situation getting bigger and bigger? We are doing something about it, but they seem to not listen to us. So what do we have to do right now? Even fight more. Just like what my friend here said, we have to keep on fighting for our lives. I don't think that's good, right? We have to because we need a better life. We need a better future. And thank you guys so much for being here. Let's be together to get up and give our voices to people who want to change our future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Amazing to hear the voice of young people telling us exactly how it is, exactly what we need to do. Thank you so much. Next up from communities for a better environment, we have Lujan Al-Salek.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here. My name is Lujan Al-Saleh and I'm here on behalf of Communities for a Better Environment, also known as CBE, as the East Oakland Clean Air Project Coordinator. CBE is also a supporter of the No Coal in Oakland Coalition. When I first heard the news that the hedge fund investor for the coal terminal plan contributed $250,000 to an independent expenditure committee supporting Ignacio de la Fuente in his bid for mayor, seemingly because of his support for the construction of a coal terminal, I was disappointed, but I have to say that I was not surprised. Earlier this year, De La Fuente also accepted campaign money from the ABNI Foundry, one of the biggest polluters in East Oakland. As many of you may know, ABNI has been a major polluting industry in East Oakland. In fact, it has been polluting our city and East Oakland for 116 years. Located on San Leandro Street, ABNI is within a mile of about 10 schools, and roughly 85% of the households in the vicinity of the corporation are poor and mostly Latino and Black. Many of my colleagues, friends, and community members that I work with have been directly impacted by ABNI, along with other harmful polluting industries daily. Many of them have been exposed to carcinogenic toxins such as hexavalent chromium that are known to cause lung and other forms of cancer. Due to ABNI's unwillingness to clean up their operations in the face of community pressure and lawsuits brought on by the California Attorney General and CBE, ABNI announced earlier this year that they will be moving from Oakland to Tyler, Texas. Even though they will be leaving East Oakland, they will continue to pollute other Black and Brown communities in Tyler. Even after their departure announcement, the City of Oakland and Alameda County records show that the company has still been making campaign donations to Oakland Mayor and Alameda County Supervisor candidates. The specifics: $900 each to Oakland Mayor candidates Lauren Taylor and Ignacio de la Fuente, $2,500 to Rebecca Kaplan's 2022 run for Alameda County Supervisor, and over $15,000 for David Halbert's 2024 run for Alameda County Supervisor. In light of ABNI's announced intent to leave town to continue polluting other communities, ABNI has continued to play a role in our city politics. This is not acceptable. If it weren't for my role at CBE, I probably would not know how much toxic money has been donated to some of our elected officials. This is also not acceptable. It should alarm all Oakland voters that a total of $550,000 of coal-related money has been spent by one LA developer in an attempt to pressure candidates running for office. In just under 2 weeks, Oakland residents will elect our next mayor. This is a crucial time, and it is crucial that this information is made public. Our communities must be aware and informed of any effort by potential polluters in influencing local elections and ongoing litigation with the city through money that was made through the extraction and exploitation of our environment, labor, and health. Once again, the future of our city's air quality and health and well-being of our our lives, our health, and our well-being cannot be bought off by coal terminal developers and financiers. We have the right to clean air and water, the right to health and mobility, and the right to a city that prioritizes community needs over profit and extractive economies. We deserve better, our communities deserve better, and our future deserves better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ABNI Foundry, thank you for reading that in, and here's this is such a huge issue, and there's so many other issues in Oakland, in the Bay Area, that we need to be fighting for to protect environmental justice and protect public health. Next up, we're going to have a labor leader speaker, which is amazing because too often they try to drive a wedge between labor and the environment, and we know that that's not true. Up next, we have Jan Park, who is the VP of East Bay for SEIU 10 to 1. Thank you so much for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jan Park. I am Vice President for the SEI Local 1021 for the East Bay region. So I'm here to representing also my working people in SEI 1021. We're representing over 60,000 working people across the Northern California. Also, we have over 2,000 working people in the city of Oakland. So I am really proud to be say that I'm part of this No Coal in Oakland coalition. So I'm here today because my union is being really committed to environment justice and overall social justice. And environment justice is a very vital part of the social justice. And you cannot talk about racial justice or economic justice without addressing the environment justice. So we all know that is all this heavily, that all the toxics or environment hazard is being dumping in the community. They're usually low-income families and the people of color, dominantly black and brown, and it will really impact on our community and our children. And the impact of the coal in our community not only have always been in most vulnerable community, but also in health is a hazard. I myself is a health care worker in Alameda County, and our children in our community are struggling with so many different health issues. We have always especially in Northern California with the fire and dry weather, they are struggling, and they are even having a hard time getting the proper care for health care. So this is going to be a really, really disaster for our community and especially our future in our children's benefits. So now out of coal polluters pouring the money, and you heard from different people that to try to put money on to gain the personal interest in opening or creating a port at the port, and this is really, really having a hard time for our citizens understanding how this can be happening in this our town. And this money, dirty money and the poor money is accepted by some politician, which has no interest of protecting our city and our citizens, especially our community. Then eventually this will cause our government, local government, city and county to address all those health issues and other issues. It's going to be impacting our budget. It can be addressed in our public services and other programs for our children. And this is in the jeopardy. So I would say that we are saying no to this polluted money, and we are here standing with the community as a labor, and we will fight together, we will struggle together, we're gonna win. And then I wanted to say all together, say no coal in Oakland. Say no to coal in Oakland. Say no coal in Oakland.
No coal in Oakland.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have one of our foundational members, Aaron Reevan with 350 Bay Area.
Hi, my name is Aaron Reevan. I'm representing 350 Bay Area today, which is a proud and active member of the No Coal in Oakland Coalition. And as we're here to denounce and decry this toxic coal money spill into Oakland elections, benefiting the candidacy of Ignacio de la Fuente, I just want to remind us of two of the underlying concerns that fuel our outrage. There is no such thing as a fossil fuel supply chain that does not injure, poison, and harm the health of the people who live close to those supply lines or work in those industries. That certainly goes for coal. There is toxic harm done at every step of that supply chain, including from the mile-long uncovered coal trains that would come through Oakland daily, shedding toxic coal dust at every point along their path. Secondly, as humanity faces a deadline of less than 10 years to drastically curtail our greenhouse gas pollution of our atmosphere and oceans, let's remember how insane it is for these would-be coal exporters to charge so hard in the wrong direction to make Oakland a global export hub for Utah coal. These evils are inseparable. The toxic harm to frontline communities like West Oakland and the climate chaos we create with fossil fuels. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, 350 Bay Area. And our final speaker for the evening now is going to be Kenneth Tang from Asian Pacific Environmental Network. I have a beautiful stand behind me, holding up our flag. So my name is Kenneth Tang with Asian Pacific Environmental Network, the Oakland Organizing Director. We organize Chinese immigrants, tenants, workers, merchants in Oakland Chinatown for over 20 plus years. And to start, I want to do a little bit of practice just to breathe, to calm my nerve. And I want to remind folks why we breathe. We breathe, we inhale to all the oxygen to keep us alive. We exhale to keep all the waste in our body to push it outside. And why I'm here to exhale all the toxicity we are pouring into our ecosystem of our beloved city of Oakland. Our community are here to thrive, to work, to play, to live. And we are here to say no to all the money that are going to pollute our people. We are here to say no for people who are making profit at the expense of our health, of our well-being, of our native land, of our indigenous groups. So we are here to stand up, and we're here to fight back. And we're here in solidarity to say no to all the coal money that will continue to pollute us, continue to produce coal dust that will cover our lungs, that will keep harming us for our ability to breathe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I want to thank everybody who came out here tonight and all the amazing speakers, all the organizations who have been working on this for so long. I want everybody to remember no to pollution, yes to justice. When I say no to pollution, you say
Yes to justice!
no to pollution.
Yes to justice!
No to pollution.
Yes to justice!
Y se puede. If we could get all the speakers back to the front for a couple pictures, that would be great.
I feel like that would be